very interesting position, and interesting that somehow players are so eager to move with their pawns so much today. What has happened with them? So what is your take, Peter, on this very aggressive play by Vincent? D5, F5, and in move 3 opening up the position by E5.
Yeah, well, I think it comes out of necessity. We also talked about White's position, if we just go back to the start, that it's very difficult to develop the pieces. And of course for White, after d4 occupying the center, it's logical that he's coming up with the pieces. Vincent did react with the move f5, which looks like the most solid move. Now Fabiano developed the knight, targeting the pawn. So Vincent thought like, no, I cannot afford to lose time to defend the pawn with g6, because then White will probably be way too active, immediately occupying the center with e4. Fe4, knight e4 looks like a huge advantage for White.
And hold on, please, if let's say knight f7 would be played, it would be a huge blunder too.
To knight f6.
Exactly, the unprotected pieces are in danger unexpectedly.
Yes, so for Vincent it was very natural to react to knight g3 with the move d5. Now suddenly the queen protects the f5 pawn, and thanks to the move d5 and f5, he's trying to stop White from going e2, e4. That's his main strategy. And then, if you already understand this, then it's very logical for Fabiano to continue in the spirit, to play the move f3. Now once again e2, e4 is a threat, and Black has no way of defending against that. So that's the reason why Vincent felt like, alright, I can't let that happen. Then what do? I have to strike first with e5, but clearly Black has not yet developed none of his pieces. Fabiano immediately took on e5. I might have the feeling that Vincent is now in a psychologically difficult situation. He might be thinking that this is still Fabi's prep, and running into an opponent's prep in freestyle chess, that's I think a horror.
Well, what I'm noticing, which is quite significant information here, Vincent has spent more than 25 minutes already, up to only move, what is it, 5?
4, yeah, he played only 3. Yeah,
he
so
played 3 moves.
Exactly.
He's thinking about his next move, which is quite surprising, because at first you would think that he has to capture back on e5. So there is a little shakiness with Vincent until this point compared to the previous days, what we've seen. And after what you mentioned, that Black played d5 against e4, so in the first few moves the battle was going on about can White play and be first to take. And of course, this Weissenhaus Grand Slam event is only the first leg of the series, and the next one is going to be Paris. After that, in New York, in India, in New Delhi, and the last one and the final one will be
in Cape Town in South Africa.
Cape Town, where you can double the points. So there are going to be chances for everyone who is not around the first place, because they can collect a double point. But let's see if Fabiano will say enough is enough, and by agreeing to a draw gives the first place to the young.
Yeah, actually, if it's a draw, my heart so much have this feeling just to run to the tournament hall, hug Vincent, and say how proud I am. What a player.
Force you to do.
No, but the problem is that I don't want to disturb the other players because they are playing. Yeah, this is the pro. If it would be the last game, then yes, but
it would be great if we would show and we would go on with commentary. The moment of the trainer and the student.
I would be very happy. I mean, if it would be possible, but
we should make it possible.
Nicholas, can you just check for yourself that how are the other positions, that would I disturb anyone? Is somebody in a very crazy situation?
I mean, Magnus is almost winning, Firuja is completely winning.
And that's it, because Hikaru already won, yeah?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's the handshake, yeah, the players are discussing.
That's it.
Congrats, Peter. Congrats.
Thanks a lot, Bravo, Vincent, amazing.
It's for Vincent, and here to the coach, so.
Then I'm running.
Yeah, Peter is running, and let's see the moment of truth.
So I will leave as well.
Thank you, Lavon.
Thank you very much.
It was a great pleasure to have you here
I will run to
and
the studio.
commentate with you and follow your games before that.
Thank you.
And see you next time. Nicholas, what do you think about this match? What was the journey of Vincent? What a crazy moment.
I'm just really, really happy for Vincent. He's been one of the top players and top junior players for a while, but everybody, was always talking about, obviously they were talking about Gukesh and Erigaisi, Bragdananda, up to Zaturov, who are all just absolutely amazing players and players of his generation. Vincent was always, he's also there, but he's not quite there yet. And today, he really arrived in the absolute elite, winning this tournament, which is one of the strongest tournaments of all time, beating Firuja, Carlsen. I mean, I think you can count on one hand how many times Carlsen